Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I created this Anna inspired outfit. I used Simplicity pattern 1453. It consists of a hat, a dress, a bodice, and a pair of shorts. The hat consists of 3 pattern pieces, and out of this fabric I cut each one twice, plus I cut each one twice out of interfacing. I also used this burgundy fabric for the lining for the dress. Here I forgot to cut the second pieces for the crown and the brim of the hat. I use this teal fabric for all the straps, the ties, and the pockets. I also use this teal fabric for the trim on the burgundy dress. Ignore the bodice pieces that I pinned to this fabric, that's not correct. This black fabric I used to create the bodice that's going to go with the shorts. This blue fabric I used to create the straps for the black bodice as well as the short pants. I also used this blue for the trim on the black bodice. Ignore those 2 long pieces that I put on this blue. It's actually the straps for the long dress, which the black bodice will not have. All the pieces of the hat, all the ties, all the straps, and all of the trim for each bodice and the skirt require interfacing. I actually almost ran out of interfacing. You'll see me here piece it together a little bit later for some of the pieces. Now, since I used fusible interfacing, now I have to iron everything onto the pieces. I must have cut this one a little weird because I had a problem with it, so you'll see me piecing that together in a little bit. So I started with the hat first. The instructions say to apply the interfacing by stay stitching it onto the hat, crown, and brim. Then it also says to stitch center back seam of crown, and then with right sides together, pin top to upper edge of crown, matching centers and single notches. Basically that means just pin the top of the hat to the crown and then stitch those two pieces together. The instructions do say with right sides together, pin the two brim sections together, matching centers and seams, having raw edges even, stitch along unnotched edges. I don't read directions very well and I didn't do that. I actually made two separate hats. And then I attached the brims together and then pulled them right side out. Somehow my camera lost the footage of how I finished up the hats and the first part of making the burgundy dress. The instructions for the bodices say pin wrong side of front band to right side of bodice front, having raw edges even. Machine base raw edges together. Machine stitch band close to pressed edge. Basically it's telling me to put the wrong side of the band, the trim, to the right side of the front bodice piece. And then for finishing, I would actually fold the raw edge of the band over and then top stitch the entire thing. Here's where my footage actually picks up. I'm actually attaching the long teal straps to the back of the bodice piece. Now I'm attaching the straps to the bodice. Because my daughter is so small and I cut this to a size 6, I had to cut the straps down on the burgundy dress and the black bodice as well. Here I'm actually sewing the top of the skirt. I'm giving myself a guideline for when I attach it to the bodice. The instructions do say to gather the skirt, however I do not like gathering. I don't like the look of it, so I just opted to pleat the skirt. I did hem the skirt before I added it to the bodice. Like I said earlier, because my daughter is so little, I had to cut the hem down by about 3.5 inches. And here's the black bodice. I did the black bodice the same way I did the burgundy top. However, I did not add the back ties or a skirt. And because she's so little, again, I had to cut the black bodice down about 3 inches per side. Here I'm just adding the lining to the front fabric. Now how I hem the black bodice is I put black ribbon, I attached it to the bottom of the raw edges, and then I rolled it up and stitched it back down again. These shorts are just a basic short with an elastic waistband. For the closures for the burgundy and the black bodice, for the burgundy one, it has about 6 buttons on it, and I chose gold ones. For the black bodice, I chose black ones, and it has 3. Since this is an Anna inspired outfit, I wanted to put some decorations on the front bodice. I looked up an image of what is actually on Anna's bodice and I recreated it here. I also added on a little item to the shorts as well. And since I added items to the bodice and the shorts, I went ahead and added a little scalloped edge to the dress as well. And here's the final outfit. This is the black bodice and the blue shorts. It's nice and cool for summer. Here's the burgundy dress with the hat. She likes it and it's easy for her to play in. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next week.